boy Gil AI back again with another video, and we are going to switch it up a little bit from our previous. In our previous video, we were on Lovable AI and just showing the web developing and the app creation that it was able to do with you just prompting Lovable to just basically by telling it what to do, and it'll create the app or the website for you, and then you can kind of go in depth and creating and fixing up more. But this video is going to be on n8n, and this is a program that you're able to create automated workflows. So I've been messing with this for about a week or two now, just playing around with it. And right now I wanted to show you guys how to create a workflow that could send you guys or email you guys a motivational quote in the morning. It can also send you guys a Slack or Discord, but this one we are going to just do an email to make it a little bit simpler for us. So let's get right into it. We're going to just start off with how we're going to create this workflow. So usually I do a schedule trigger. I previously made something similar to this. Instead of it being a motivational email, it was a crypto news email. So it would just scrape the news on crypto and then send me an email every morning and just kind of give me an idea what's going on with the market. Yada yada. You guys get the gig. So on this one, we're going to kind of do the same concept, but we're going to do a motivational quote. So usually I do a schedule trigger, but we're going to do a manual trigger just so I can show you guys on my phone once I get the email what it'll look like. So let's hop right into it. So first things first, we're going to do the trigger. And like I said, it's just going to be a manual trigger so we can execute the workflow ourselves rather than being on a schedule trigger and we have to wait till that specific time. Second step is going to be getting the HTTP request. So this node is going to basically scrape the website that you give it, and it's going to get, by our method, it's going to just get the quote that we want, and it's going to put in our output. So we'll go on to notes, and I have this URL already copied. So we'll go ahead and just copy this, and we'll post it down in here. Boom. And just so that we can make sure that it's going to be pulling from the website, we'll just go ahead and execute the step. So boom, as you can tell in the output, we got, it takes half your life before you discover life is a do-it-yourself project. Napoleon Hill. Wow, that's actually kind of insane. I'm actually reading a book by Napoleon Hill. I was actually just finished it, to be exact. That's Think and Grow Rich. So that's actually pretty cool that they gave us a quote kind of from that author. So this is what it produced. So we're going to go on to our next step. So we got our trigger, we got our request of scraping our quote from the URL or the website, as we should say. And our next one is going to be the next node is going to be our run code or a code node. And basically it's going to take our quote and our author, our input from our last node, and then basically put it into an email format so that it can send an email with an email format rather than it just looking somewhere just like this. It takes this, and as an author, it's actually going to basically create an email for us. So I am not good at coding. I actually had ChatGPT create this code for us so that I can just kind of paste it in here. Actually going through a course to learn coding and stuff like that so I can get better over time, but right now it's pretty just copying and pasting and asking ChatGPT to code for me. Still new to the AI and learning everything, so hopefully get better as we go. But for now, we're going to break it down simple. I can't use my notes, so once you have a JSON, you have to, it has to be a text. Hard to explain, but maybe later in videos we can kind of get an idea on how we can show how JSON encoding works all together. But for now, just for the sake of the video, we'll kind of just copy and paste into the description. So basically, this is what I want this code to do. I want it to take the input from the last node and format it into an email format by using the JavaScript code that I put in here. And so obviously I can kind of walk you guys through is extract quote and author from API response. So it's extracting the quote and the author, and then it's saying create a morning motivation message. So it's creating the subject, the quote, the author, and then the ending, which is having an amazing day ahead. And then boom, this is the ending. I don't really know the explanation for all this stuff, but this is kind of layout for it. You can kind of get an idea of how it'll look once we do everything. So we're gonna hit execute step to make sure everything's smooth. Boom, there it is. So we got our input. We put in our ChatGPT JavaScript code to format it into a simpler email. And this is what we got as our output. So this is our message. Good morning. Here's your daily motivation. It takes half your day, or it takes half your life before you discover life is a do-it-yourself project. Napoleon Hill. Have an amazing day ahead. So boom, quote, author, time of day, and then message. So we're done with this part. So our next segment, we are going to send the email. Send email and send email. Perfect. So once you get to this part, you're going to come into the credentials, and you're going to come to this, and you're going to create your credential. I'll show you guys what it's going to look like once you guys create the credential. And the SMTP account, my best way of describing it is just your email. And basically you need to just put your email, your actual email, or whatever email you want to use as your user. So for me, I have my business, Alto AI Agency at Gmail. And then what you're going to do is you're actually going to go on Google, and you're going to create yourself an app password. So basically, the best way I can actually show you guys how to do all this stuff is creating a new credential. We'll come to the, where is it? Oh, okay, Open Docs. This is going to just show you guys how you guys get this done. So, for example, a password, this may be the user's password on an app or an app password. Refer to the documentation for the email provider. So the host, you're going to put the host address for your email provider, often formatted as smtprovider.com. Use the ports, boom, boom, be your how you sign into Google to two-step verification. And I believe, is it that one? My bad. I'm still trying to figure everything out as we go. Google prompts, skip password when possible, password. I think it's this one, passkeys and security keys. Passkeys and security keys. Nope. Where is it? App. Sorry guys, bear with me here. I literally just went through this and now I'm totally losing my brain. Two-step verification. No. Is it people and sharing? No. It has to be security. I'm so sorry guys. This is insane. Oh, perfect. We found it. All right. Sorry to give you guys that little hiccup right there, but okay. So you're gonna go into your Google. You're gonna go to your main account or to your profile, your settings. You're gonna come to security. You're gonna come down to two-step verification. Then in two-step verification, you're gonna come down to app passwords. You're gonna click on this guy, and you're gonna create the password. So you right now I already have the credential in there, but same thing. You just put in n8n credential or n8n app password, blah blah blah. It would then create a password for you. It would pop up a little pop-up right here. You would copy that password, and then you would come in here and post it right here on password. And then your host, like we said earlier, the host is going to just be smtp.gmail.com. So that's what would be your host right here. You leave this the same 465, and then you can name this whatever you want. You don't have to do anything down there, and then you just save. So that's pretty much the breakdown of that. So then you're going to come in here and you're going to set up the parameters. So from email, we're going to just do it from Alto AI Agency at gmail.com, and we're going to send it to my personal. So I can kind of show you guys. We're going to just do the subject line, morning motivation. Oh, shoot. Yeah, I think, here, let me just add in the sun emoji. Add sun emoji. So, got that in there. I don't know how to pull up the emoji keyboard yet on Mac, so had to say it to put it on there. So, in the HTML, what you're going to want to do is then you're going to want to grab your message and drop it into the HTML file, because this is basically going to be the body of your whole email. So you just need to grab this little message, and you can also go into different ways you can do it. You can do the schema, you can do table, just so you can see it in different viewings, or JSON. I'm doing the JSON more just so I can get a better idea of how it's you know, coded or whatever. I don't know the word for it, but yeah, basically that's all you have to do is just grab your message, drop it into the body of the HTML, and then you're going to want to come down here, because if you don't do this every time you send an email, if it's to you or to a friend, client, family member, whatever the case may be, it's always going to pop up at the bottom. Kind of like how if you send an email from your iPhone, it'll say from iPhone. This one's going to say it was sent from n8n. So you just want to append the n8n attribution. So you're going to come here and click add option, append n8n attribution, and you're going to turn it off. And that basically is just going to turn off that little saying at the bottom of the email saying that it was from a specific app or phone or website, whatever the case may be. So we turn that off, and we're going to just go ahead and we're going to close out of this, and we're going to execute this whole workflow. Now, I did say earlier that I want to do this for both morning and afternoon. So basically, you're going to copy this same concept, but then you're going to put it down here, PM. So up here would be your AM, and this would be your PM. You would just put this one at 8 a.m. So it would trigger at 8 a.m. and it would send all this and complete the workflow. And then again on the same page, you would just create a PM version and put your trigger time at 2 p.m. and it would do the same thing. So you would just drop these 3 same exact nodes down here for the PM trigger. I just want to kind of make this a short video, just so it's not too long, but you guys can get an idea. You guys can also play with this. But here we go. We're going to execute the workflow. Boom, workflow executed successfully. So now I'm going to just go on my phone and I'm going to see if I received the email, and I'm just going to show you guys how it came out. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me guys know if you guys have any other projects that you guys want to do or see me do, and we'll kind of go from there and building on some more projects. But definitely I am going to be doing some more n8n projects to just build up a portfolio and knowing how to build automation workflows. But pretty much here you guys go. So morning motivation, good morning. Here's your daily motivation. The least deviation from truth will be multiplied later. Aristotle. Have an amazing day ahead. So you guys, it's kind of flipped on you guys's, but pretty much there you go. That was the email that it sent me. It's a pretty simple email, very short, very clean, I guess, in a way. Definitely in the future, want to figure some way to pop the email more so it's more attract based. But for now, this is pretty solid for just a simple one. But there you guys go. This is how you guys create this workflow if you guys want to create it for yourself. And I will just kind of add this in here real quick. So boom, you just go here. You want to add your time trigger. You want to add on a schedule, and you want to click, you want your days, and you want 1 day between each trigger, and you're going to choose your time right here. So we'll just do 8 a.m. and then you're going to come out, and then you're just going to connect it. All right. Now this is going to be yellow just for the moment because the trigger is not manually triggered, so then I have to reset the whole workflow. But for now, you guys know the concept. And so once you guys actually get this far, you can actually even turn this on to where every day it will automatically send this request and send you an email at that specific time that you have set. So if you guys want to actively have this sending you an email depending on motivation, news, weather, anything, all you have to do is set your trigger at a specific time, activate the workflow, and it will send you an email every day at that specific time that you set. Other than that, guys, this is the end of the video. I just want you guys to kind of see how a workflow can be created on n8n. And yeah, if you guys have any other solutions or any other tasks that you guys want to optimize to make faster without you guys having to actually do the work yourself, put them in the comment section. Let's try to build something together. But all said and done, like the video, hit the subscribe button, and hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace.